we're back. It's the third segment of the ILFL Soccer Night Show. I will try not to talk at 200 words a minute, but I've got a lot to get through in this segment. So let me start by showing you the results from the Veterans League from last week. Here they are on the screen. In the Premier Division of the Vets League, the Aberhani Vates put Stepney Legends to bed by smashing 8 goals past them to 1 in reply from Stepney. The Sire Vets beat the Beaumont Masters by 1-0. Those two teams were thrashing it out for top spot along with London Tigers earlier in the season, but Sire winning that game gives them some bragging rights now, and they are close to catching the London Tigers, who got a home win by default over St Catherine's. Have a look at that table. That's where it is. There are 12 games to play in that division, and as you can see, Tigers have 3, Sire Vets have 2 left, and Sire are now a point behind. It's only between those two to see who become the Premier Division champions, and St Catherine's, as we know, are already down. Look at the first division now in the Vets Summer League. Bromley needed to beat Mohammedan to keep that division alive, but as it would be, they couldn't even score a goal. A 0-0 draw was not good enough for not even for Bromley. So by default, Mohammedan have won that division with only a game to play for most of those teams. You can see the 4-point gap already there between Mohammedan Vets and Bromley Legends. Congratulations to you, Mohammedan. You are the first division champions, and you now go into the Premier Division where you can mix it with the big boys where you always expected to be. Good luck to you, because I look forward to reporting on your exploits in the Premier Division. I have not finished yet. Have a look at the second division. The Beaumont Masters beat the Sire Vets, both B teams, by 2-1. ELS beat the City Vets by 3-0, and that's what it does to the second division. It's just been the same all the way through. I'm not even going to tell you what's happening there. ELS always have been 3 points behind the Workhouse Vets. The Workhouse have a game in hand, but there's a game to come between Workhouse and ELS. The third game between those two teams in this division. They both got 1 defeat each, but as you can see there, Workhouse out of 11 games have only conceded 1 goal. Just the 1. And ELS need to win their remaining head-to-head to keep that division alive. Remember, 15 games to be played in that division. So let's see what happens with just a few left. Shaquille, Bromley spokesman, Vets League, first division again.
It's a bitter blow, that was. It really was. 1-0 would have been just perfect for them. But you know, it sums up the whole campaign, to be honest with you. They were just not good enough, in my opinion. So I think they deserve to be where they are and play where they are next season.
Okay, there you go. He's not a happy man. Let me say no more than that. Let's talk about the games that are going to take place this Sunday. Have a look. We've got 3 games taking place in the first division. Esprit need to win that game to hang on to the coattails of a rampant redcoat who are up against Burdett. And PYO go up against Bow. PYO are going to go into that full of confidence, knowing that Bow leaked her bucketful last Sunday and will be hoping to add to their woes again this Sunday. Can they do it? Who knows? We'll be able to report back on that next Monday and take one last look at the Champions Cup fixtures to take part this Sunday. Here they are. Al Huda, you never heard me mention you, but you are in the Champions Cup. You are newcomers from the Barnet Sunday League. You're going to be taking on a very good Beaumont outfit who will be looking to go a long way in this tournament. Bartlett, as you heard, will be taking on Ruchow. Bromley will be taking on the Birkbeck Orient. London Tigers will be taking on Shakespeare. And Stepney will be taking on Northumberland Park. All of those games will be taking place at the world famous Hackney Marshes, and we'll be reporting it on the less famous ILFL Soccer Night show next Monday. Jermaine, Hackney and Leighton are involved. This is the ILFL Soccer Night show, but I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to talk about Hackney and Leighton. An expanded league this season. How's it going? Are you sleeping well at nights? Is it giving you headaches?
Yeah, we have expanded the league. We've got over 60 teams in the league, which is good. I think last season we had about we finished with about 49 teams, and we had like 18, 19 new teams applied to the league. So it's good that we've ended up with 60 teams, because we all know teams are struggling financially.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's great. You know, everyone's just playing football, which again is great. People are enjoying being at the marshes. We do have food, which after the game, which again is another positive thing. I think Rashid's come up a few times and had a bit of grub as well and stuff. So have you, David?
Absolutely.
So I think these little things have just helped create a nice atmosphere on the marshes and after the games. So things are going nicely, and I'm very happy with how it's going.
Couple of points, just very quickly. You mentioned very briefly there about how teams have to pick themselves up financially week by week, month by month, season after season. Is it encouraging to see so many teams still turning up every Sunday and taking part in what is a competitive league?
Yeah, it is. You know, we've not had many teams not turn up or come for fulfill their fixture, so it's good to know that, again, these teams are turning up. And from a financial point of view, we've actually reached out to some of the clubs, and there are players who have actually come forward to us, for example, to say they've got apps that they've got that you know, a club could register on, and you could pay your money during the week on this app to your club, which might be helpful. So we are getting a few clubs coming forward to help ease the burden and help people financially structure how they do things with their team, which I think is quite promising.
We hear a lot of conflicting reports about grassroots football. Sometimes you'll hear good things. Sometimes people like to focus on the negative a lot of the time. Hackney Marshes in general, we always talk about Hackney Marshes being world famous because it is, for whatever reason. We can all sit here, well, maybe not all of us, Shakil, but being one of the younger members, but we remember Hackney Marshes from where it was. It's different now, but have the good times come back to Hackney Marshes now again?
It has. It has come back to the because I mean they've got, like I said, they've got a brand new building. You could tell this year they've really looked after the pitches, and there's probably a lot more football going on now than there was in recent years. Obviously, with us expanding and things like that. And I think when either teams or referees come to the marshes and they see the positiveness of what's going on, whether you're being a referee's dressing room, the bar after, it's you know, it's a good atmosphere, and hopefully, you know, they go away with good thoughts about their day at the marshes. And I know for a fact that County Cup referees that come have enjoyed their stay, and we always try to make sure away teams, you know, enjoy their time when they come to the marshes.
I don't have any official statistics here, so I'm just plucking figures out of my head, but I don't think they're huge, grossly exaggerated. But it would be fair to say that on any given Sunday, there could be close to 1,000 people. If you think about 60 teams alone, and you're thinking about 12 to 15 plus, we're talking about close to 1,000 people turning up on a Sunday for the love of one game. And it's one of the few places where you can go, and if you can have that many people be so heated and passionate for maybe 90 minutes, 2 hours, and then still come together afterwards, and there's no trouble. That's testament to what Hackney Marshes is, to what football does within the community, and what we try to promote here. So well done to Hackney and Leighton League. In fact, thanks, well done to everybody, including ILFL, the Barnet Sunday League, who are taking part in the Champions Cup as well. You're a part of all of this, and everybody who takes part, especially to you players out there, no matter what league you're watching from. It's all thanks to you that make it what it is, whether you're playing there, Vicky Park, Bartlett Park, it doesn't matter. This show is about you, and we hope you enjoy your football each and every Sunday. Shax, what are you looking forward to this Sunday as we wrap up the show?
This Sunday I've got a charity run again. So
another charity run.
Yes,
you are our champion runner. So who is it for this time round?
So this time I'm running for the Great Ormond Street Hospital. So I'm going to be running up the Boardgate Tower in Liverpool Street. So the aim is, the challenge is basically run up 84 floors, which is 877 steps.
So I know that there's a lot of people out there saying, we don't know what the Broadgate Towers is. All we just need to know, it's a long way up, isn't it?
It's very long way up. So the aim is to, from ground floor, to run up to 83 floors, and which equivalent to 877.
Do you just have to finish it, or is there a time? Is there a deadline? Have you set yourself a target?
I haven't, you know. I'm training up to go to Marrakesh next year, so that's my part of my training. So that would be a good training. I haven't been well for a week, so it should be a good test for me.
Don't use that as
but
an excuse.
It's,
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
It's for the Great Ormond Hospital.
It is for a very good. It is for a very good cause. Do you know what would help you raise even more money for you? I'm going to say this live on the ILFL Soccer Night Show. There is a book in the library.
Yes.
It begins with the word Guinness.
Yes.
Have a look in that book and see if there's a record set. And if there isn't, you could be a Guinness World Record holder sitting here live on the ILFL Soccer Night Show.
I'll take another challenge. If I can take one challenge, I can take another one.
Not that one.
I'll take both of them.
Yeah? There it is. We could have a Guinness World Record right here. Listen, it's good that you're doing that. I mean, you spoke about the Marrakesh run a couple of weeks ago. We had the guys on here talking about the good causes that you're involved in. So here you go again. So out there again, if anybody wants to come and get running with Shaq in the winter, maybe not 83 floors up, but in any other of his charitable runs, you know who to contact. He's right here. You can find him. He has his own page. You can help support him in what he does as well. ILFL. Let's bring it back to ILFL. This week again, you're going to be running, I know, but you're going to have one ear on what Bromley are doing in. And everybody else are doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to finish my run in the morning, which is at 10 o'clock in the morning, then I'm going to run back and try and catch up with the games. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see the level of football that we IFL are at the moment, because last year I saw the level, it was really poor. So that would be one key aspect that I would like to see of where we are at this stage in terms of our IFL teams.
So who do you think? Who do you think are going to be well represented in round two? Do you think it's going to be the league over here to my right? Or do you think ILFL are going to do much better this time around? Or do you think Musical League, Barnet League?
You know, I think it'll be fairly balanced. That's what I think. It'll be a balance. It'll be good to see how Bromley get on with their Division 1 team. It'll be good to see the level of where they are. So I think it'll be balanced. I think we'll see a bit of Musical League teams through next round.
If Bromley don't beat a Division 1 side from a rival league, is that an embarrassment and a humiliation?
I wouldn't say embarrassment. I'll say you need to go back to training session and keep practicing for 5 days. And look, they're a Premiership team, and there's a different levels up there. And I can tell you right now that the physical, the speed of football it was different, and that's what I like about this cup, because you can actually see what the levels are from the other leagues, and to see which level our IFL teams are at the moment, and that's what I love to see. To be honest with you, it's a beauty.
It's the same here. I love to watch the different styles of football because it is there. It's almost like a different language in each one of the leagues. There are different styles of football that are going to be played. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know which one of you Champions Cups teams are out there watching right now, but whoever you are, good luck to you all. Play fair, play to win, and we look forward to reporting on you next week, and I would look forward even more to the draw in the new year. Those other Premier Division sides who are not taking part, you get a break and you get to put your feet up. I hope you don't. I hope you get out there and start training so you can work your magic within the Premier Division when you come back. And those that are left kicking around in the First Division, you know what you need to do in your games. Vets League, like we said, takes place this Thursday. We could have more things wrapped up this week. We know that in the Second Division, Workhouse just need to get another win over ELS and virtually put one arm on the Second Division trophy, and you still got the cup final to look forward to. Well done to you. London Tigers versus Sire, can't call it either way. Looking forward to that game this Thursday as well. I'd like to thank Jermaine for coming in this week to represent the Hackney and Leighton League. I'd like to thank you guys for being on the other side of the screen, watching in, including the boys behind who make the show possible for you. This has been the ILFL Soccer Night Show. That has been Shaquille Mia, and we will see you again next Monday. Until then, it's good night.